Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we will build another SFF PC featuring this InWin Chopin Max. I'm not sure if it is the correct pronunciation, but they do have some features in the box. So it's a premium aluminum small form factor enclosure, CPU heatsink up to 54 which is good. It also has an included 200 watt 80 plus gold PSU and has 3.2 Gen 2 by 2 Type C connector. Dimensions, in short, this is 4.5 liters, around there, 4.45 liters. It's my first time opening this, so let's open the box. Inside the box is a thin foam, it's probably half an inch. Then you'll see the case. Beneath is just another styrofoam. So this is the case itself. I find it a bit bigger. I think let's compare this. So this is the InWin and this is the Densium. It's almost the same height as the Densium. So Densium is definitely thicker as compared to A09P. A09P is on the shorter side, almost as tall. Thickness wise, A09P is a bit thicker. Oh, I have to accommodate for this. But yeah, it seems that InWin is a bit slimmer. Okay, so looking around it. So this is the power supply itself. Sadly, it seems proprietary. Oh, anyway, let's take out the accessories. Oh, there's a manual in QR code. It's nice. And probably in Chinese as well. And this is the power cable using a 3-circle plug. We call it Mickey Mouse plug in the Philippines. I hope I will not be copyright stricken. Oh, it's damaged. Yeah, it's damaged. I can probably fix it by pushing it, but that was disappointing. It's partly my fault. I did not open this when I got the case. As for the ports, it has 2 USB 3, 1 headphone jack, 1 microphone jack, 1 USB-C, and a power button. This does not support a graphics card, but my problem still remains. How do I open this thing? Oh, so it's a latch here. Yeah, I think it's permanently damaged. It's also already open. That's a bummer. Quality-wise, not that good then. As for the PSU, I want to take it out. Let's see if I can take it out. On this side has this screw. Pull up. So this is connected to this power supply. So yeah, I'm able to pull out the power supply like so. Okay, so this is the power supply. This is not a flex power supply. So let's check. This is just a 200 watt power supply. I'm not sure if you can trust this, but it is what is included. So you have no choice. Again, this is not a flex power supply. Can you fit a flex power supply? Oh, I know how to check it. So the flex power supply opening is this wide, and it seems that this is thinner than this. So your flex power supply cannot fit in the InWin case, which is sad. For me, this is a bit of a deal breaker already. If this is broken, I don't know where to find one. I'm not sure if InWin is selling one of these as well individually. The back can hold at least 2 SSDs, one here and one here, which is good. The power connector is very good. It's pre-assembled. This is for the audio and for the USB 3 and USB-C. For my motherboard, I don't have a USB-C. I won't be able to use this. Let's open this. So this is a sticker for you to give accents to the case. It's going to be like this, which you may like. I don't like. So I'll leave it vanilla. So let me get this one. You might want a blue accent, which has cutouts for the I/O, which you may or may not like. As for this is a SATA cable. Oh, I did not secure it properly. And they provide screws, which is good. The bad thing is that these are not resealable. So that's it for the accessories. Okay. Anyway, let's start building. So for this build, as usual, I'll be using the B550i Aorus Pro AX for the motherboard. Okay. As for the CPU, I'll be using a Ryzen 5 5600G, which is an APU, which is basically a requirement for this build. It's either you build with a Ryzen APU or with an Intel with an iGPU. So open the top as usual, triangle, triangle. Just drop it in and close it. As for the cooler, I can use a stock cooler, but I won't since I'm mimicking the A09 build that I had, which means that I'll be using a lower profile cooler, which is the Thermalright EXP90-X36. Since the height is also up to 54mm, you can opt for a better cooler as well. Note that Thermalright's thermal paste is on the gluier side, and based on their instructions, you should put it in something like 9 dots. Also, ideally, you should read the manual. So the manual will tell you to remove this first before applying a thermal paste. The reason is that you might hit the thermal paste while doing this operation. But I came in confident while building, so there you go, mistakes happen. Usually I assemble this for safekeeping purposes. The reason is that I don't want to lose any of the components that I might need later on. You also don't need to tighten, just secure it lightly. The goal is to not lose the pieces. Do note that if you have a brand new Thermalright EXP90-X36, the default is for Intel. So I already have made changes to this. Then do an acrobatics. Then just use your hands. The accessory kit should have something like this. They call this a tightening nut. Yeah, that should be mounted properly already. What's left is to put this fan header. I made a mistake, so I should have flipped it the other way around so that I don't have to unknot this. So you can still make it clean by putting it underneath, like so. Putting it there. As for the storage, it's already inside. This is a Samsung 980 Non-Pro, which is good. That's the one that's not getting some issues now. As for the RAM, I'll be using Kingston Fury Beast RGB, 32 gigabytes, 3600 mega transfers, CL18 RAM. I think I'll plug in the cables first. So this is for the power, like this. For USB 3. Oh, it's a 4+4 pin, which is good. I initially thought that it was just a 4 pin. Good thing I was wrong. Then for the 24 pin, oh, it is daisy chained to the SATA. So with that, I don't need the SATA. Okay, if you can pull it up, it's good enough. Seems to align well, but I made a mistake. It's now in spaghetti. Let me secure the motherboard first. And it seems that I'll be using a PSU screw for that. It's not threading. Okay, finally threaded. I fear that it's the work of Thermalright again. As for the cables, where to hide it? It's probably best to hide it here. The USB 3 is very long. I think it's unnecessary long. I pull it out. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm missing one more thing. The audio. Yeah, I forgot about this. Finally, plugging back the USB 3. If you have a zip tie, it's best to use it. Otherwise, it will be messy. Okay, looks complete. What's left is to put this on. Back again. Looks good. Easy to build. I'll give that. But quality-wise, broken. Okay, done. Build is done, and I just have to... Oh, not yet done. So it's supposed to latch here, but the USB-C cable is hindering it. I'll put this inside first, and then put the power cable. Yeah, this should do. There you go. Then just close it up, and yeah, build is done. Build is done with the ugly mesh that can be seen with my ring light, and just have to test it. As for post-build comments, there was no issue and it posted immediately. As for the noise, it was basically the same as my A09 build, meaning you can hear the whining noise 1.5 meters away from the PC. The CPU temps were normal at an average of 60.28 degrees Celsius and a max temp of 75 degrees Celsius, which is overall okay. As for the APU, the temps averaged at 50.72 degrees Celsius with a max temp of 57 degrees Celsius. As for comparison to the A09, this is a larger case and it was easier to drop in the system. Another win against A09 is its support for 2 SSDs without compromise to the CPU cooler. And the SSDs are also better positioned at the back rather than at the front of the CPU cooler. However, A09 has a provision for a PCIe slot, albeit its quirkiness of having to buy a short PCIe riser for it. At least it is there. Another thing that I don't like is the flimsy mesh, which is already damaged from the packaging. But for me, this proprietary PSU included and supported is the deal breaker. Although theoretically PSUs will last long, but when it fails, then I have no recourse. I now have to mod the keys to fit in a more standard flex PSU, which I personally don't want to. So overall, for an APU build, my stand is that A09 will do. It is a bit tricky to build on, but overall it's more flexible than InWin's Chopin Max. InWin is also not cheap at 6,600 pesos or around 120 US dollars. For that price, you can get the A09 case, a good flex PSU, and probably a decent dinner for two. Okay, so that's it for this build. Let me know in the comments below on your thoughts about this case and especially my so-called deal breaker PSU. I do one SFF build a month, so do subscribe for more of this kind of content. Thanks for watching. Do like or dislike and subscribe for more unboxing and benchmarks. Bye!